In the previous video describing the ecosystem, we've presented all the moving parts and tools available with Algolia's solution, one of them being the dashboard. The dashboard has been designed with two users' needs in mind. For developers, it eases the development phase during configuration and relevance debugging. For non-technical people like a product team, it allows tweaking settings and ranking without any coding skills. This powerful user interface also provides you access to a great set of tools such as user actions analytics, access control management, and performance capacity graphs. In this short video, we will give you a quick overview of the major dashboard features so that you can get acquainted with all the possibilities it offers. You can access the dashboard from the algolia.com website. When logged in, the dashboard links appears on the upper right corner, or you can simply navigate to algolia.com/dashboard. Let's start by getting familiarized with the layout. It is composed of three main parts: the header, the sidebar, and the content area. The header. On the left side, you will see your app ID, and if you have multiple apps, you can easily toggle between them. On the right side, you can search the whole documentation, access the Algolia Support Center, or check the API status. You can also access and edit your account information. On the left-hand side sits the sidebar. This gives you an easy access to all the main sections of the dashboard: the dashboard overview, indices, analytics, API keys, Infra, and team. The content area. Within each section, you will find a common layout. You have the main information here and tabs above giving you access to subsections. Now that we have a good understanding of the dashboard layout, let's briefly walk through all the sections one by one. This is the section displayed by default when accessing the dashboard. Here, you'll find information on your app usage, such as number of records and operations, list of indices, last calls made to your app, and search performance. Indices. This section is where you will be able to directly interact with your data and manage most relevancy-related settings. For small datasets or test purposes, you can create indices directly from here. In production, the recommended way is to use the API. Once your indices are created, you can search between them to configure your search settings, but always make sure that you're working in the correct index. The Browse tab allows you to see and test your search configuration, debug, and understand the live results. For example, on my movie index, I am typing 5th, and the first result I get is the 5th element. I can understand why I get this ranking by hovering over the trophy icon that reveals a detailed explanation of the ranking. Next, we move to the Ranking tab, where you can configure the indices with searchable attributes, custom ranking, the ranking formula, and much more. The Display tab is where you can set facets to allow result refinement on textual or numerical attributes. You'll also find other important settings such as the retrievable attributes and the distinct feature. The Analytics section is where you can get a sense of how your user behaves and interacts with your search. This data can be extracted through the API and is a great addition to other analytics tools. It focuses solely on search behavior, such as the most searched query, queries with no results, and searches by country. We recommend that you connect any other analytics tools you use in order to monitor key metrics such as conversion rates. The API keys section is where your API credentials are set and accessible. You have the application ID here. The search-only API key allows you to perform search queries on your indices. This key is safe to use in the front end in production. The admin API key is your most important key because it provides full control over all your data and indices. Be sure to keep this key secure and never share it with anyone. If this key does happen to be compromised, you can regenerate a new one with this button. Finally, at the bottom, you'll find the Monitoring API key to access server and analytics data. The Infra section allows you to monitor the main location from where searches are performed. The farther a group of users is from your server, the more latency will occur. increasing response times of your search queries. To resolve for increased latency, we have a solution called Distributed Search Network, or DSN for short. This will automatically replicate your data to data centers closer to your users. You can visit algolia.com/pricing for more information. The team section is where you can set your team's access control list and define who from your team get access to what. That wraps up our overview of the dashboard. We will cover in more details the different sections mentioned in a coming video series. In the next video, we'll give you an overview of Algolia's infrastructure and we'll see why it is key to provide the speed and reliability to our service. Thank you for watching.